We of course recently got a new Horizon Zero Dawn The Frozen Wilds trailer that I already discussed in a separate video, but there's more since Guerrilla Games finally started to share more info on The Frozen Wilds. Like how can we access the DLC and that it doesn't probably take place after the ending. So let's unpack that in this video like that, then a like would be super appreciated and let's go. We of course know that the beautiful land you see right now is north of the current map of Horizon Zero Dawn. Heck, we already see a road in the game that we can't enter, but that will change on November 7th. On Twitter, Chad Phillips asked if we were able to travel to the new land called The Cut on foot or via a special fast travel. Guerrilla Games answered with some footsteps, so yeah, this confirms that we will be able to go to the Frozen Wilds on foot, right? With a high chance of meaning that the entrances I showed you in a video a while back are correct and that these will open up once the Frozen Wilds is released. So wanna know where they are? Totally check out that video. But when will we be able to go there? After we finish the story, or if we can just reach the entrances in the game? On the Japanese store page of the Frozen Wilds, we could already read a warning that says that you need to advance in the game to be able to access the Frozen Wilds, but now we know that you don't need to finish the main story to enjoy the DLC. Meaning that the DLC will probably not take place after the ending and that the story will continue in the inevitable sequel. I mean, otherwise people that did not finish the game would not have a clue of what's going on in the Frozen Wilds. It makes sense, not only because the whole world changes after the last mission without spoiling anything, but also because not everyone will play this DLC that finished the base game. So for them to miss knowledge about the main story if they pick up the sequel is not that great. Still of course sad, we would love to see what's going on after the ending of the base game. I mean, we got a tease, but yeah, we will not explore that in the Frozen Wilds, it looks like. And that makes it super interesting to see how they will make sense out of this, since there was always a danger, a reason for Aloy to push through to the final mission. Why would she suddenly go to a different area to uncover stuff about a mountain when the threats are in Meridian? They probably got a great explanation that I can't wait to find out, but yeah, this kinda got me like, how are they going to make sense out of this? So this news also kinda confirms that the sequel will then continue the main story and probably be set in the Forbidden West, right? Many things point towards that, but I'll discuss that in another video where I will go more in depth on the spoilers and stuff. Going back to the Frozen Wilds info because there is more. Also in line with the fact that you can indeed walk towards the new map of the Frozen Wilds, quote, we are expanding the overall world map, end quote. So it will be that we probably hit the touchpad and then we will be able to scroll up to see the new area. An easy way to compare it to the rest of the game as well, to see, they indeed added a pretty big chunk of land, because it should be a, quote, substantial piece of content that we're adding to Horizon Zero Dawn, according to Guerrilla Games. Yes please. As you might know, they were communicating around the 10 hours of new gameplay after they took it off their blog post, so I totally expect a lot of new stuff. New machines, weapons, outfits, skills, etc. But also something else that you might not really think of immediately. Tran Don Pook, and I hope I pronounced that name right, asked on Twitter if there will be snow deformation and maybe better water interaction this time, since the new zone showcases a lot of this. Which Guerrilla Games responded to with a maybe gif. They did not have to respond, there are a lot of comments under this tweet that did not get an answer, so why would they respond, and also with a maybe gif, also not saying no, this is not going to be in the game, or also of course not saying yes. So this kinda confirms to me that we might see this. Also looking at the first trailer where we see the hunters walking, we see the snow move. Would be pretty cool if they added this. A lot of people are still wondering if the complete edition comes with the Frozen Wilds DLC on disc because, for example, Alex doesn't have internet to download. I can't imagine that being a thing, but yeah, luckily the complete edition will have the DLC items, so the Frozen Wilds, the deluxe edition items, on a disc. The things that will not be on the disc are the theme and the art book. Those will be downloadable according to a tweet from Guerrilla Games. And of course the complete edition with this awesome looking box art will be releasing on December 5th in the US and December 6th in Europe for $50 or euros, so that's a pretty sweet deal. Then the final tweet that I wanted to quickly discuss here is the fact that yes, the Frozen Wilds is the only Horizon Zero Dawn DLC we will get, so that's kind of sad, but I think in the long term this is good news. And why, I will go way more in depth on this tweet in a new video that will be up on the channel soon, so totally subscribe to stay up to date on that. I thought first let's share some new DLC info that is really interesting to say the least. So, and then I will discuss what I think of the fact that the Frozen Wilds is the only DLC. So yeah, we can travel to the new area of the Frozen Wilds by foot. It has a high chance of not being set after the ending, because you don't need to finish the game to get to the content. It will be a map extension, and maybe with snow distortion and other water interaction. I really can't wait. When we know more, I will let you know. So again, be sure to subscribe for everything Horizon Zero Dawn. Like the video to support the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.